All right. So this is a topic I brought up because since everybody, with all the stuff happening politically, with all these people who own these platforms, and then the shit that happened with TikTok in January, everybody's like, look, I'm not happy with the social media. I want to look to see what other options I got. So everybody's literally jumping from this platform to that platform just to see what would fit. Now, I am also one of these people because I'll peek just to see if it worked.
Red note.
I'll peek just to see what y'all got going on in here. But I ain't gonna stick around if I ain't using it.
You make a burner account?
Well, I mean, I got a couple Instagram accounts too, so you know. I mean, I do. Like it's not even a burner account; it's my account. But
no, just to see like how it is, because like, all right, I'm not gonna give you all my information. If I don't like it, I'm out. You know what I mean?
You don't make a liquor account.
I'll make a user whatever, and then my name is there, but and you get my real email. But you know, and then if I don't like it, I don't put any more information in. I just dip out. But so in my findings,
Okay.
there's some like Asian ones, there's some American made ones, obviously, and then there's some black ones.
Nice.
So I had downloaded before Fanbase, BU Social, Blue Sky. I told y'all about Blue Sky. It's like I think the guy who made Twitter made Blue Sky. So it's literally a mirror of Twitter. It's just like Twitter.
Okay.
Lemon 8. Don't know what the fuck that is.
I'm on it.
I'm on it too. Only because TikTok was like, yeah, everybody's over here. And your friend just said, hey, like, da-da-da. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? Anyway, I'm never on it. So I might delete it soon. The Spill app. That's another one. That's another black one.
Spill app.
The Spill app. That's been around for a while. Because I heard about that like a couple years ago.
Was there drama on there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just a question.
I didn't hear anything about. Yeah.
The spill. Okay.
I get it. But
Very
yeah,
demure.
and then Red Note. Huh?
It's a very demure, you know.
Demure?
Very demure.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Say it.
Nah, hey, listen, the spill, very elegant, very demure. That's what you say. You know what I mean?
You yourself wanted to leave that word in 2024, but I
Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. You got me. I'm sorry.
couldn't make it 2 months.
Come on, Mike, over. Cut it back on, please.
Say less. Sean Solo is muted. Say
Shame. Shame.
Yeah.
He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Now, what have we learned?
I was just about to say that, yo. I was just about to say that.
I learned to never say that word ever again.
Have you written your 50 lines?
Word.
Anyway. All right. So the one I brought well there's other ones. I'm on another one, but I don't really consider like a social media app per se, but it's Substack. Like people put like it's like different blogs and newsletters and all the stuff and everything. I'm actually on that one too, and I'm actually thinking about using it as like a blog space. But yeah, of all of these, obviously I want to bring up the black ones because you know I want to try to support at least. We talking about these Asian companies. Let's try to get something homegrown.
Okay.
And then as I'm perusing and trying to figure out what's good, I find out there's a little bit of drama with one of them. Fanbase. The owner and creator, Isaac Hayes III, and yes, the Isaac Hayes. That Isaac Hayes. His son made it. And it's just weird. Like he keeps talking about how much money he raised and all this other stuff and everything, but then people complain about how the app is damn near unusable and they don't like being on it and blah 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 blah. And then he comes back at them like, well, who asked you? So shit like that. So this post that I had sent to the group, it says, I asked AI, why has it been so hard for a Black founder to scale a social media tech? First of all, why are you asking AI these questions?
I don't know.
Because that's AI.
He said, I asked AI, why has it been so hard for a Black founder to scale a social media tech startup, given the fact that there are thousands of intelligent and wealthy Black people with the means to do so? Here's what it said. A thread.
What the fuck? Nah, that's some passive aggressive shit, bro.
Thank you. I'm like,
I asked the AI what.
and mind you, and then hold on.
Yeah.
It just this chat GBT shit.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
it's
Like what are you doing? Like why?
For real?
Yeah, it was like there's no need to do that. But I know why you did it, but it's like you didn't have to. That's kind of corny, bro.
And it's extremely corny. And it's like, bro, why do you feel like the need to do that? And then like in the description of the photo, he's like, building fan base is 10 times harder because I'm Black, period. I'm like, he said, I often get asked why it's taking so long to scale fan base to compete with platforms like Instagram and TikTok. The truth is, Black Planet was founded. What the fuck Black Planet got to do with you right now? Black Planet was founded in 2000 and it's now 2025. Yet in 25 years, we haven't seen a Black founder successfully scale a social media platform to that level. Why? The inequities, the funding disparities, and the systemic challenges are real. This takes 10 times more effort, 10 times more resilience, and 10 times more support. That's why every dollar invested in fan base by our community is priceless. We're breaking barriers, not just building an app. Appreciate all the love and support along the way.
Look, there's all right, so kind of has nothing to do with it, but it reminds me of fucking Sean, who's your fucking mayor?
Adams.
No, Eric Adams. What do you no, my man. Anyway, he said it like during some speech. He said, "Where all of those Negroes that was calling for my job?"
Yo.
He said something along those lines and stuff like that. Like he still isn't caught up in corruption and like the whole. I watched some shit that talked about why he's not getting his charges pressed right now, or potentially going to escape charges, and it's basically because he cozied up to Trump.
Yep.
You know. But it's like a lot of what he says, he tries to trigger that race card, and it's like because it's like it's all deeply rooted in arrogance and thinking that what you're doing is important to all Black people, or really, and even more than that. You thinking that you got Black people fooled, you know, and we are the hardest people to fool because we've been seeing through. We always suspicious about anybody trying to serve us anything. We can't trust your food. We can't trust your fucking judgment. We can't trust your intentions and shit like that. So it's like when you come, like when an Eric Adams or whatever fan base owner's name is. When they come in, it's like they feel like they have some kind of like they're more important and they see better than everybody else. And it's like bad, especially for fan base, because it's like, yo, you're not going to get smart with people and make them you want to use your app. The reason why
it's like Elon Musk, you're not like an Elon Musk who is like, yo, well, you're gonna use it or not? I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Mind you, Elon Musk would have actually not been able to do it had he started something from the ground up.
Yep.
for that same reason, arrogance.
Yeah. I mean,
But
he was
like
put in
the
that
only
position for that. Yeah.
exactly all he did was buy some shit that existed. Same thing he
Yep.
did with Tesla, but fucking like it is. But like, yeah, it's deeply rooted in that fucking arrogance, thinking that you could pull a race card on black people and we gonna give a fuck. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody
Right.
cares. We know.
One thing about that, and then I'll jump back to this Isaac Hayes thing.
Isaac
Did you
Hayes,
see
yeah,
the Did you see the clip of the news anchor talking to Eric Adams talking about? So which Negroes were you talking about?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yo,
I love it.
when he
Loved
said
it.
that, I was like, oh, got him.
Loved it.
Because he was like,
I
oh,
told
well,
you.
I'm not just, it's like, I wasn't really just talking, I was da 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 da. I was like, okay, so which people were you talking about?
You said Negroes. Are you talking? So you're saying all New Yorkers are Negroes? Is that who you were talking to?
Exactly.
Right.
Got in his ass.
Like, yo, and it's crazy because it's like, bro, this is right here, right now. What makes you think that like you are so fucking your head
Above
is so
everyone.
far up your ass that you really think that you got anybody fooled? Like, you do have some people fooled. Like, and that's the problem with the world today.
Yeah.
They do have some people fooled, and it's a vast minority, but it does not matter because that is what feeds their reality.
Well, I think the politicians now, it's like they're not hiding anything anymore.
They
Like,
don't
they're
have
just
to.
like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
They
I'm
don't
in
have to.
power.
And people
I'm
take
running
it.
shit. You're either gonna get down or you're gonna lay down.
Well,
Like,
this party
And you don't
doesn't.
say that.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo,
and that's
bro.
and people are used to that. They're used to people, you know, bending down and just, okay, yep, you do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So like what Dre is saying, it's that arrogance. It's like, yo, I could do whatever I want. You know what I mean?
I'm at the pulpit. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want, and what you gonna do about it? I said it.
Right. Now, when you want to revote, that's your ass now. Because it's like, well, okay, you done spit in everybody's face. You done shit on everybody. And
Yep.
you're in the situation that you're in now. Now you have to lean on Trump, you know?
And now he trying to get reelected. He can kiss everybody ass.
I don't
like,
think,
no. And that's the thing, like, and now it's just open. Now it's just so open that all of these politicians are just running from these cases while in office, and it's like, yo, like, it's all our fault for not becoming politicians and fixing it.
You want to become a
I
politician?
don't want to be a politician.
You ain't no goddamn politician.
So it's your fucking fault. Then. It's mine too. I don't want to be a politician.
Fuck that.
Listen, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for him either.
Yeah.
We had the opportunity. No, we had the opportunity to vote for him before we left.
Voting don't matter. You gotta be a better candidate. Go beat him.
All right.
Like,
All right. But back to the Isaac Hayes.
Back to the Isaac Hayes.
back to the Isaac Hayes.
So like I told the guys before we started the episode, the subtopic to the new social medias is why men with money can't take no damn criticism.
Okay,
So-
now that.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna talk about him, and then I'm gonna rope him in with the other stuff that I was talking about. I was joking about it, but it was shit that really happened. So somebody comments under that post that I just showed you and says, I showed some brothers in a group chat this post, and here's a few of the responses. Quote, reminds me of Melanet back in the day.
Yeah.
Another quote. I was one of the, I don't even know what that is. So if you know what that is, then
I don't know what that is.
what was it?
I don't know. It's just a hilarious name. Y'all too, say it.
Melanet.
Melanet.
Like Melanet. MELANET.
Maybe because it sounds like Raisinets. But
All
anyway,
right.
go ahead.
I thought you knew what it was. Never mind. I was one of the first investors and haven't seen much improvement. He raised 18 million, but where is it going?
Ooh.
Quote, my exact sentiments, bro. Another quote, I've been monitoring it for some years, never signed up. Quote, I'm on there. I use it to share my love for the Southern soul music, so I go live on Fanbase. And one of the issues is that my followers on there wasn't able to comment on my live. So I guess for me, it's still some technical issues need to be worked out. And then the guy said, I then asked to make it a competitor in the already full social media market. What do you think needs to be done? And then he says, I'm still awaiting responses. The discussions are being had. People want this to work. They're not fully sold.
Right.
This man gonna respond to this person and say, AI gave the answer. In fact, it gave the answer with use cases and a detailed explanation, and you just sent back sentences from people that don't have the context or information. How is what they said more helpful than what AI analysis?
What?
Wait.
They're the
So
users.
wait. That is so right there. So that is backwards as shit because AI is the one that doesn't have the context.
These are people
And
who
the
are
people
actually watching
are the
you
ones
and
who have the
using your.
context.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Using your product. What the fuck do you mean?
They're not
Literally
involved.
backwards.
They're not involved in this human interaction that we're having. Like, I don't understand that. Like,
That is literally what he just said in that shit is the exact opposite of the truth. And it's crazy how some people like it's like Dave Chappelle last fucking stand up that I saw. He said something about whoever had the biggest dream wins. And these motherfuckers got a big dream, bro. They just believe they bullshit so hard, and they believe it more than we do, and they get what they
like
Bro,
AR.
sometimes
Like
they
AR is
get
not your PR team or something like that. It's not this. Like, okay, if you can't, okay. I'm not, you're not telling him how to run his company. You can run your company however you want, right? It's your fucking shit. But if you can't answer these groundbreaking topics, these questions, I don't know, maybe have a team. Hire somebody that can handle these questions.
First and foremost,
you know what I'm
first
saying?
and foremost, you don't say anything. Like if you're running this business, if you own a store or something like that, and you own it, and it's a big store, don't fucking walk around and get in arguments with customers. God damn it. Like, the fuck are you doing? If they say they got a problem, fix the fucking problem. The customer is always right, especially on the social media where they're not buying anything.
Well,
You
the
just have to
actual
be
quote,
good.
the actual quote of the customer is always right is the customer is always right in a matter of taste. And if your taste is nasty, then it's fucking nasty. Anyway, there's somebody who responded to his response was saying, like, what are you talking about? We are talking about hiccups in the app, like all apps have, by the way. It was like, but you are being arrogant to one of your biggest supporters of the last few years. Ask around, but if you want to turn this into a clown circus, we can. It's like, if you want to learn how to be humble and talk to your users and ask, what hiccups are you experiencing so we can make it better? Thanks for supporting my platform. Then we can get somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. I think, not to speak for, I think he's mistaking criticism for like being attacked or something like that. It doesn't seem like they're attacking you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, if everything is on a forum and just people just explain about their concerns, you can answer it, if you choose to, or again, you can hire somebody to run the forum and kind of just maybe you say what you say and then have the person translate
response. Yes,
because obviously you can't.
See.
Yeah, you're losing your cool just off of a question.
Like, off of that post alone, I'm like, I don't like how he's responding. And then there was somebody else. There's a couple celebrities he was trying to get to go on his app. Then it's like, oh, but you have to invest, you have to pay this much a month, and da. And then she was like, I'm not signing up for your MLM. I'm not signing up for your MLM.
Straight up,
I'm not doing it.
Like,
and she's the second person I saw complain about this as a celebrity. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Because I can go on Spill app and play spades. Like, the Spill app actually has something for me that I want to do. I'm gonna keep it around. I'm not using it for social media. I'm learning how to play spades on the Spill app. So, that's what I'm saying. So no, you ain't got shit from me, but some old pictures. Oh, people up there talking about nothing. At least Facebook, when it was first around, you could poke people and play in Farmville. What you got?
Well, I don't want to compare, man. See, I don't want to. I don't
I
want to
mean,
turn him
that's the
against
thing.
I'm
you.
comparing
Yeah.
Spill.
The thing
I'm
is,
comparing Spill to them.
I
Not
mean,
well.
the
I'm just
thing
saying
is,
they have
everything
something.
gets compared. Everything got to get
Everything.
compared because what you're trying to do is actually provide something that people already have. You're just trying to provide an
A
alternative,
better version.
a better version. And in order to make it better, you actually have to listen to the problem. But what I was actually going to say is that when you talk about arrogance, a lot of the people that when you watch like the biggest scammers, whether it's American Greed or fucking the Fire Festival guy, a lot of it is just straight up arrogance and I need this is how much money, and then they live their life like this is how much money I deserve to spend on myself, this is the life I deserve to live because I've already accomplished what I need to. It's like, so now he's talking about people investing in shit, and like I guarantee you that he is living pretty damn lavish his damn self.
I
He's
have
not
no clue.
like
I don't know.
I'm just I don't know either, but I'm just comfortable saying that because like that's what people do when they collected up investments while not really doing everything they need to do to maximize that investment.
Like you built a half-assed app, and you expect people to be like, "Oh my god, look what you did!"
It's black.
Yep.
Oh, black
That's
on
why
black.
that's why the dude that did the Fire Festival think he could do it again.
Wow, just the
It's like,
arrogance.
damn.
Ridiculous.
Right.
Every last
And
one.
it's like, yes, like we're happy, right? In the situation, yeah, a black man, a black person just coming up with a social media,
To the win. But it got to be the right
platform.
one.
You got to be right. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be perfect. It's a work in progress. Okay, like things.
It got to
That's
be a work in progress,
right.
But
But
you
at the
actually
same
have to
time,
work on it.
you got to work on it.
Gotta be a
right.
work in progress.
If this is your baby, you got to work on it. But again, yeah, in the situation, again, it's not like you're being attacked. It's just concerns because these are people who are actually using the app, right?
Yep.
Now you have the right. You could just be like, "Give a fuck." Like you have a right. That's your company, right? But in the
Yeah.
long run,
You
These
need
not
are
a good
users.
customers.
idea,
You
You
need
need
users.
customers.
right?
I have
So,
something. I have
go ahead.
something I want to say for black-owned
Anything?
companies in
Go
general.
ahead.
Learn some damn customer service, please. Please, we want to support you, but you with these attitudes and being arrogant and all that shit, and putting out half-ass products and having 3 to 4 workers, like
And trying to use the black owned stamp as a
as something
fucking
that we have to do. We don't have
like
to
an
do it.
obligation,
Yeah,
and trying to guilt people into it. Like,
Yep.
come on, man, no. And just like at the Eric Adams shit, using the black card when just because it fits your narrative or whatever and shit like that. It's like,
so did Joe Biden. He was like, "Yo, if you don't vote for me, you're not black." And I was like, "Damn, son."
Yo,
Oh
I was like, bruh, you're almost there. Shut the fuck up. Just give it a second.
Oh, he
What
got
are you
there.
doing?
Oh, he got there.
we
let him get away with that one.
We let him get it because he didn't do too much after that. Because you remember, they reeled his ass back real quick.
that just like, and that just reminded everybody, he's not good either. He's just not as bad as Trump. Like everybody knew that, and it's like now we couldn't even decide on that because the motherfucker might just keel over. Like, hope Joe Biden's good right now, but geez, he's old. His mentality is old. You're like everybody's old, but
second on everybody's old. We know he said everybody's old.
Everybody's old, but Biden is.
Yeah.
Old men could get away with shit like that. Unfortunately, you're old, and you don't. What do you know?
Old white men. Anyway, okay. So the reason why I said why do men, because it brought to mind how Tyler Perry acts when we respond to his badass movies. And it hurts my heart to say it because I used to say I wanted to work with this man when I'm writing with my stuff. But if I'm watching a movie and I can predict what the fuck is going to happen, who's going to get abused, who's going to have a badass wig, everyone, by the way, spoiler alert. So it's like,
and you have enough money to hire better writers, better costumes.
no, not even better writers, just more writers, more than you. You don't have to write everything yourself.
You can't write everything.
Well, he has. He can. He just shouldn't.
He only wrote like 6 movies and they just repurposed it.
Right, because in the beginning it was good. Like I said, you're using the same train over and over and over again, and people are starting to catch on. Like, okay, you got to switch this up.
And mind you, he still has his audience. His older audience is his audience.
Back to what I was saying about. Go ahead.
Well, 1 second. The one movie that I probably will say was probably good, and I haven't watched it yet, is 6888. I really want to watch it. He had everything to do with it. He did it. I don't know if y'all heard about it or whatever. Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, that's a Tyler Perry production. Stop. Get away from my plate.
What you call it? That scary joint was kind of decent too.
Which one?
The scary movie he did.
Oh, Medea.
Wasn't that? Medea.
What's? You're not talking about Alex Cross.
No, it was a scary. It was a black
What's
scary movie.
Hello. What?
Wasn't it? It wasn't.
It was Medea.
No.
It was Halloween.
It wasn't Tyler Perry. My fault.
I'm about to say, what the fuck are you talking about?
My fault. It was somebody.
But yeah, no, that was like the main person that came to mind because I'm like, yo, the minute people say, yo, what's wrong with the wigs? What's wrong with the he always complaining. Oh, well, y'all don't know what you're talking about and da. Like, bro, we get it. It's not philosophy that we don't understand, bro. We get it's very simple, and that's the problem. It's been simple for years. We already know it's gonna be some black woman crying over somebody who's doing her wrong. We already know.
Yeah, it's outdated. Like
it's outdated as shit, and it's like, bro, I really liked how back. I forget why I wanted to work with him now. It's not that I don't want to work with him anymore. It's just the fact that it's like he was like the main person doing it then. So now it's like you're not really evolving, and I don't know if I want to be around that.
You want like I wanted to work with him in the name of Black excellence, but like
that's not
like the studio, like use a studio or something like that.
But I want to be around people who evolve.
But what I was saying real quick was that it's just like what I was saying before. Where, you got enough people that believe the bullshit you're selling them that you start to believe it too. So it's like all of the people that still watch Tyler Perry shit and I give him money still regardless through the shit. That's the reason why he believes this shit. All of the money and all of the success, all of that is validation to in his mind to how he sees the world. And everybody else is wrong.
The problem is if I what I would do if I was Tyler Perry in this situation, if somebody was giving me feedback, right? I would tap in with the young people. Like I would have a team just
can't do that either. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He could. He just has to he has to open up to that idea. Yes. It's like, okay, I get it. Your core fan base was like from like early 2000s, like from what I can remember, like the Medea, all that, the plays and all that. But
I love the plays, by the way. I still quote the plays.
Movies, but I
some of the movies, I still quote the plays though.
Yeah, but I think what I would do is have like a team of like young black writers, and kind of mix those generations together, man. Maybe see what they're thinking about, like what their ideas are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be able to do this forever.
But they can't write better than me.
Yeah, but they can write better. They can't write as fast as him. Anyway, so if he was doing what Issa does, then we're talking.
Yeah, actually putting people on you know.
Yes,
Even
she's in the writers' room. She's executive producing. She starts to step back. She's putting other people on. Like One of Them Days.
even Jordan
I
Peele.
don't think. Yeah, him too. I was like I don't think Issa wrote One of Them Days. She executive produced it.
Mm.
Somebody else wrote. That's what I'm saying. You put other people on. She just put her name on it because now people trust her. So it's like that's what you're supposed to do.
Tyler Perry needs to definitely.
And she
Dre froze.
trusted shit.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said,
You praising?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But yeah, no.
bro.
Listen, he needs to.
Am I back?
I think he needs to tap in with the young
Yes, you're
generation.
back.
Like I really, you know, again, he's not going to be able to do this forever. At some point, you're going to have to retire. And I
That
get
bubble's gonna pop.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll say one more thing about Tyler Perry, and then I'm done, and we can move on to the fuck shit. I knew I started getting sick of him when okay, so there's a movie that I really like from him. It's called oh my god, I think the family that prays. I don't know if it's the show that's what it's called or the movie, but there's a movie and then there's a show. I love the movie. I love the show up until a certain point. Once it started getting ridiculous and certain people was doing some stuff and it was getting stupid, I'm like, nah, can't do it no more. Mind you, I really wanted to finish it because I liked the beginning of the show. 6 seasons in, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Then he got a couple other shows, and it's like I'm hearing my grandmother watch it because she loved Tyler Perry, and I'm hearing the same themes. He has another thing called Ruthless, talking about like a cult and how he's da 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 da, and I'm like, this is stupid. What is this? Then the Oval and all this. I'm like, okay, he needs to stop. He's running BET right now, and BET need other shows.
Bruh.
But yeah, that's all I had to say about Tyler Perry.